Hello and welcome to our second zombie survivor run. I must show you this one. It's absolutely insane. Let's take a look at the deck builder really quick. So my setup is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riot shields for defense, 1 medkit for regen. So those are unlockables. If you go in the deck builder, you're gonna see the conditions. The ray gun has nothing to do with what I want to do, and it takes too much space. I'm about to show you that. See, what I'm using is when I get hit, I explode. And the racing tires, never tried it. And these increase my damage, and this increases my chance of crit. And if I have 3 of them, I'm guaranteed to get 3 items in any crate. Okay. I have a lot of things to tell you, and I'll take my time. This is my 3rd take. Okay, I'll take my time, and first thing I'll tell you is we're going to look at 2 levels, because this is a 2-hour run, okay? This is a super insane, ridiculous run. It's a build I came up with that you might enjoy watching. That's why I decided to make a video out of it. I'm gonna reach ridiculous numbers. I'll reach wave 127 or 128 or something like that. It's just insane. And I'll reach the limits of that build. But a lot of changes were implemented since the first video I ever made. So it depends who you are. If you are somebody from Discord, you're much more aware of what's going on than if you are a regular subscriber. And by the way, thanks for watching, and we just reached 3,000 subscribers, by the way, so thank you everybody. So I'll try to explain the changes compared to the first video, and they are major. This game is really stepping away from Vampire Survivors. The more time goes on, the more different from Vampire Survivor this game is, which is a good thing. I mean, I didn't mind that it was very similar, but now it's very different. So that deck builder thing, you create your own loadout, and then the more of an item that you put in your loadout, the better odds that RNG will give you your items. So you control the odds of getting any item you want. In my case, I chose to have only 1 weapon. You cannot have less than 1 weapon though. I tried all sorts of things. Maybe I'll go back on that later. Right now I'm using the knife, and I'll explain why the knife specifically. The game doesn't let you have no weapon. And the thing, when I hit mobs, I think I might do it very soon. Eventually, maybe I already did it. I was distracted when I was speaking. But when I hit mobs, I explode. It damages them, but it's a defensive item. It's a accessory on the right. So it's not a weapon. When I unlocked this thing, I thought it was a weapon, and it's not. So I had to equip a weapon. So which one am I going to equip? First thing I equipped was the boomerang. But it's omnidirectional, and it has a little knockback. I don't want that. I want mobs to come to me because I explode. I will build defense with riot shield. Look at that. That's what I do. I go through mobs, I explode, and it kills them. And it's insane because later on there's so many mobs and it's super fun. When I combine Vampire Survivors in this game, this is the most fun run that I had, both games combined. That's why I want to share it with you. Well, the 2 first level, because after that it repeats itself, okay? Before being able to just blast through mobs, of course I need to build a lot of defense. So yeah, sure, once in a while I'm gonna hit some. In fact, I'm going to almost die at one point. But I need to get more riot shields and more medkits. Medkits is 1 health per 10 seconds. So if you have 10 medkits, it's 1 health per second. Doesn't seem like much, but it makes a big difference, because when I will have effectively 100% defense, when I have, you'll see later on, when I have a lot of riot shields. But I will still get hit for 1 or 2 points because mobs are getting stronger and stronger. And they added mini bosses to every 10 waves. Okay, so that's for the people from the first run who are not on Discord. Look at that. I just let them come at me and they explode. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so powerful. This is a destroyer of bosses. Okay, I'm going to one-shot certain bosses early on. Later on, they have so much health, it's not possible. But it's completely insane. Okay, so I was saying that the boomerang had a knockback effect. The gun is the same. For this build, I mean, because I tried another build just with the gun. I don't think I'm the only one who did that. And it works pretty well. Let's look at the boss first, okay? I'm gonna go back to this. So, this is... Look how fast he died. That's not normal. Okay, you shouldn't be able to kill him that fast. I love it. It's a boss. He shoots fireballs. If you're above or below, it's a good position. Fireballs will avoid you. But the problem is, the first one is easy, fine, even if you're weak, but wave 10 there's 1, 20 there's 2, 30 there's 3, and so on. And when I reach wave 120, there will be 12 bosses, okay? So you cannot dodge anything. So I have to be able to tank the bosses. So that's a lot of riot shields, and that's a lot of medkits. I'll reach a point where I'm about to die, and had I died, I would have added a second medkit in my loadout to increase the odds that I get medkits. But it does reduce my DPS. So it's a trade-off. If I was to do multiple runs with this build, where there's no reason to do that, and I wanted to be successful all the time, I would always go with double medkits, okay? But the fact that I only have one medkit and I will miraculously survive will enable me to reach the very limits of what this build can bring in terms of DPS. And when I reach wave, once again, I think it's 127 or something like that, I will no longer make enough DPS to kill anything. Also, I will be very difficult to kill, but I will just let myself die by just standing there, and eventually mobs are getting tougher and tougher and tougher, and I will slowly die, and I'll show you that. So I'll show you the 2 first levels. I'll talk about levels in a moment. There's a lot of things to cover. 2 first levels, then you'll get the point of this run. I mean, it gets repetitive. As I said, it's a 2-hour run. I'm not gonna show you a 2-hour run. It's pointless. Always the same thing, especially with 2 levels that go in a loop. Then we'll maybe look at highlights if I find some. Then we'll go at the end, and then we'll do a conclusion. I just wanted to share this build with you. Okay, it's something I came up with. I'm pretty proud of. It's pretty strong. And I have an idea for another build that has even more DPS. So stay tuned. But the game is changing a lot. It's changing a lot. Pretty much every day, multiple times a day, there's a little patch where the developer adds a little thing or change a little thing, and he engages with Discord members, and I check once in a while to see what's going on. I really enjoy it. It's so open-minded, trying to make a fantastic game, because there was a very serious lag problem. I'm going to show you an image very soon where I did 100,000 kills, okay? But I had to cancel the run. I was at wave 62 or 63. I don't have the image with me, but I'll put it after the voiceover so you can see it. It was 1 frame per second. Okay, so that was a serious problem. So how to solve this problem? There we go. Now we have 2 mini bosses, but I think they're gonna die very fast. Let's see. Look, see, Okay, so I hit that boss, I killed it, and now I'm in trouble. I didn't build enough defenses because they're stronger. The first one was weaker. That's why I one-shot in, was fine. Now I'm at 20 health and I'm in big trouble. As I said, had I died, I would have added another medkit, but I'm going to survive this I'm still letting them hit me because I barely get hit, like I lose 1 or 2 health. Then I look for food maybe, or look for crates. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it, but I'm going to make it. And now I completely lost my train of thought. By the way, 96 defense. I believe it's a percentage, so it's 96%. It's when you reach 100, it's not really 100%, it's rounded up. I already explained that in the... well, I'm speculating, the developer never confirmed this, but it's gotta be that. If you're at 99.8% defense, it will show 100. I never saw 101 or something, so it really is a percentage. So even if you're at 100, you can keep getting those riot shields. So I don't remember what I was saying, it doesn't matter. Let's keep going because I have other things to say. So there's, oh, I was talking about the fact that he kept adding stuff and it was pretty fun, right? That's what I said. So there's 2 levels, but that's temporary. He wants to, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think he said either 5 or 7 levels. But right now there's only 2. So after 2 levels, he moves back to the first level. So that's why we're going to explore the 2 levels, show you my build, and then, as I said, probably, if there's no big highlight, I'll just jump to the conclusion where I'm dying. Then we'll conclude this, just to share it with you. And look at how many crates I'm getting. That brings me to another subject. First run, remember? The whole map, nothing else but crates. So now there's a counter. There's probably a RNG attached to it because it doesn't seem to be consistent. The number you get, it doesn't matter. There's a limit on how many crates you can get per wave. This way you can open them all. Because, you know, if you want to make a serious game, you cannot have the whole map full of crates and 1 frame per second. That's what I like. He's making a lot of effort to make this game really, really good and really serious. Of course, we're going to always compare this with Vampire Survivors. If I combine both games, all runs I ever did, the most fun one was this one. Look at that. Look at these explosions. So much fun. So satisfying. More satisfying than any Vampire Survivor run I ever done. What I like about this is endless. Okay? And yeah, I'll reach the very limits of the DPS this build can offer. And my idea that I have, I would do more DPS, but there's a limit to, oh, by the way, we're done with the level. It says get to the truck, but that would be a mistake. What I need to do here, be patient, open every single crate there is, pick up the red and the purple XP orbs, kill them all just in case they drop crates, and then I can get in the truck, because I have to be as strong as possible. Let me tell you something, wave 40 was a big problem for me when this was implemented, which was like 24 hours ago. I don't even know, it was very recent. By the way, I'm at 100 defense now, I'm pointing to it. Okay, wave 40, next level. With a normal character, I have, I don't know, boomerang, I have the twirl, the scythe, knife, the gun, everything. I cannot even see my character. I cannot see the fireballs, I cannot dodge them, and they hit super hard, and the bosses are very, very tanky, and I kept dying there. So the first thing I did was build nothing else but gun. And it worked pretty good. It's literally, it's omnidirectional, and it's a line of bullets all around you. And I'm not the only person who has done that, and it works really well, but not as well as this build. This build pushed me way further, because I'm going to show you how fast they die at wave 40, and try to do that with just the gun. Forget about it. And let's take a look at damage too. 42 million for the... I forgot how it's called, sorry about that, but the thing that when the mobs touch me, I explode is the yellow angry face, okay? Explosive anger, there you go. So 44 million, and then 10 million for the knife. Eventually the knife will take over and have more damage than explosion. In fact, I'll reach 1 trillion damage with my knife. 1 trillion. Do you understand this number? I mean, 1 trillion damage. So that leads me to an idea I have for a build, but I'm not gonna go further, otherwise I'm gonna give it away. So yeah, so it's super fun. What a game. So next run will be from a game that's been changed. There's gonna be other levels, there's going to be more weapons, but the build I want to make, I'll adapt it to the changes that were implemented. Now we're approaching 40. I'm excited to approach it because I want to show you how fast the mini bosses are gonna die. And it's then night because I did try this gun thing, which I did not copy from anybody, it just came natural. Because one of the things is, I said I want to see my character, so I gave myself a lot of riot shields to have survivability, and I wanted to see myself so I could dodge the fireballs, right? Okay, look at that. Wave 40 mini boss. Are you ready? Dead. I mean, how can you not enjoy this? It's amazing. Look at these mobs dying like as if they were nothing. I'm full health, no problem, 100% defense. I'm immortal right now. Not forever though. But I mean, it's just so much fun. I wanted to share it with you. But not the full 2 hours, it's just too long. Trying to think, because was there anything else I wanted to tell you? Let me just think as we keep going and keep watching this. Look at that. I mean, this is just, oh my god. So at close to 60, we're going to go back to the first level. We'll fight the 6. Oh, isn't that something that I missed? So at 10, there's one mini boss, 22, 33, wait, right? So at wave 120, there will be 12 bosses, and I'll kill them all, but slowly, and you know, I'll let myself die. But anyway, look at these, oh my god, so much fun. Look at them dying. Full health, no problem. And I continue to get riot shield, riot shield, riot shield, because the mobs are getting stronger, the bosses are getting stronger. I gotta stay alive. I'm using my body to kill mobs, you know, so it's absolutely insane. I'm gonna try to find a title that's fitting. I want to use the word psychotic for sure, but I'm not sure what's the other word. I'll find a title that's really telling of this insane run. Super fun. And I'm looking forward to see the final product of this game. One thing though, they call it early access. I'll be frank with you, I would probably say this game is more in beta. It's more a beta. But at least the lag issue was fixed. Oh, that's one thing I want to tell you. Okay, so by the way, wave 50 will take a little longer, but I'll still kill them fast. So that 1 frame per second thing, so I reach 100,000. Then I talked to the developer. So the problem was there was 10,000 weak mobs coming at me all at once. that's what caused the lag. I tried all sorts of things because I really loved using missiles and the mob explosions, and it would create a chain reaction. Mobs would explode, which would kill other mobs, which would make them explode. Everything would explode, and there's just smoke in the whole screen. You saw it in the screenshot, absolutely insane. Then I tried other builds that were not too graphical, if you like. Right? It didn't change anything. What mattered is how many mobs there are on the screen, and that's what slowed me down. 52, 54 were waves that really made the game slow, and at 62, 63 it's just 1 frame per second. But now, what he's doing is he sends, in the worst cases, he's gonna send a little bit less, let's call it 1,000 mobs, not 10,000, but 1,000 stronger mobs, and there's no lag at all. If my memory is correct, we're gonna reach wave 127, and he did ask anybody, no, not me, but he did ask, or he did say that he wondered how well a given computer would perform past wave 100. Okay, so I have a pretty decent computer. It's 2.5 years old, and it's a gaming computer. So if you have a, let's say, normal everyday computer or an older computer, I invite you to copy this build. Look at that. Look at them die. Come on. Oh my god, so much. So I invite you to copy that and try it on a normal everyday PC, maybe an older PC. See how it goes at wave 100, because you will reach wave 100 with this. I mean, this build is pretty good, although there's better options, I think. So yeah, that could help the development of the game if you feel like it. If you want to try this build, I mean, look at this little mob trying to get me. I don't think he's going to survive. So here I'm just picking up orbs and then picking up crates because we're done with that level. And we're going to go back to level 1. This is endless. That's what I love. Vampire Survivors is a fantastic game, but after half hour it's over. And I don't like the new map. The map with the plants, and it's 15 minutes. After that you have to survive against the Reaper. I dislike this map, so I'm waiting for an update to play again. So we're about to enter the truck. We're almost done here, by the way. What I'll do after we killed the 6 mini bosses, I'll pause all that, save my recording, my voice recording, and look at footage, see if there's highlights, and then, as I said, we're gonna go for the conclusion. So now, look at my health, 100% full, but you know, they're going down. It takes a little longer, but it's still smooth. But it's gonna get tougher and tougher over time, and you'll see the end. I'm at 62. I'm gonna double that anyways. Okay. You know, there, and I'm clearing waves. I'm at wave 64 right now, right? They're not dead yet, but they're dying quickly. They have a lot of health and they hit hard, but I have so much survivability. 46 shields. Look at that. 1 billion damage in explosions and 680 million damage with my knife. Remember, I'll reach 1 trillion with the knife. It's gonna switch over eventually, because the knife goes through mobs. It's not like the gun, which is single target. That's why I thought the knife was a smart choice. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna do a jump cut, and if I show you highlights, I won't say anything. If I start speaking, it's because we're close to the conclusion. See you in a few seconds. Alright, so there was nothing of note to show that you didn't see already. It was the same loop, same mobs, so nothing special to say. I was wrong about something though. Look, wave 130, so I did beat the 12 bosses at wave 120. I thought I died at 127, but I think it's just the screenshot that I sent on Discord. Now at wave 130, there's 13 bosses now, and I don't do enough DPS. And I was getting a bit tired of this. I mean, it has been running for more than 2 hours. And as you can see, look on the left, 1 trillion damage for the knife and 73 billion for the explosions. So really the knives are shining here. But as you can see, look at the bars for the bosses. It's not even going down. So at one point I'm going to give, or very soon in fact, I'm going to give up and just stand there and let myself die. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to get eliminated. Because I want to show you also how many points I have saved. Because you know when you finish a stage, you can attribute points for, I don't know, speed and attack speed and power, defense, this, that. I'll show you how many points I have. So yeah, it's over. I mean, I don't do enough damage, but as I said several times, I think I found a way to do even more damage, to go a little further. I don't know how much further, but you're gonna see next run. Next one will be further, unless the game changes that much. I would be surprised. I think it's really the format is going to be pretty much this. It's just with more stages. We reach wave 131. There's more mobs, and I'm starting to get hit. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna let myself go. I'm gonna start concluding now because it's going to be pretty quick. There is a new series on my channel, Tap Ninja. You might be interested in this if you like Idol Slayer. I'm gonna put the playlist in the recommended video. And I hope you liked this run. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching. And just one or two things to say, but then that's it. So I died here at 29,904 kills, and I got 11,991 points to spend. That's it. See you next time.